Hello, and welcome to this demonstration on how to apply for Carers Allowance on MyWelfare. Go to whatever browser you use and search for MyWelfare. You can then select MyWelfare homepage. You will be brought to the MyWelfare homepage. Here you will see a list of services that you can apply for. Today we're going to select the Caring for Others chip. And here is Carers Allowance. When you're ready, select Find Out More. You are now on the Carers Allowance MyWelfare page. Here you can see information in relation to what is Carers Allowance, who can get Carers Allowance, how to prepare for your Carers Allowance application, other caring payments, and what you will be asked for in this application. You can pause this video at any time to read this in detail. Once you're ready, you can then select Apply Now. You will be asked to log in with your verified MyGov ID account. If you do not have one, or if you have forgotten your password, you can select either option at the bottom of the screen. If you do have your MyGov ID account, you can proceed and enter your email and password. A text message with a code will be sent to your phone number. Please enter the code here. Next, you will be shown what questions that you will have to answer, such as address, habitual residence condition, caring details, employment and training, care needs, relationship and family, finances, documents, and payment method. Again, you can pause this at any time to read in detail. Once you're ready, you can select Begin Application. The first part of the application is in relation to your address. Please review the address that is associated with your account below and change it if it's not where you currently live. To change your address, you can select here and start typing in your address or your area code. But if your address is correct, you can tick here to confirm that the address that you have provided above is the address where you currently live. Once you're happy with this, you can select Save and Continue. The next part of the application is the habitual residence condition. In the first part, you are given information as to what habitual residence condition means. You are then asked questions like, have you lived outside of Ireland for any period longer than 3 months in the last 5 years? If you answer yes, you are then asked, what date did you start your current residence in the Republic of Ireland? And please provide details of the countries that you have lived in during the last 5 years, including Ireland. Did you have the necessary permission to reside in the country at that time? And then you have a free text box to answer what was the purpose of your stay in the country. You can also add another. Have you lived in the Republic of Ireland at any period not already listed? For this demonstration, I'm going to select No. The next question is, do you require an Irish residence permit to work and live in Ireland? If yes, do you have a current or valid Irish residence permit? If yes, please give the registration number and the current or IRP expiry date. Once you're happy with your answers, you can select Save and Continue. Next, we're on to caring details. You are asked, what is the PPS number of the person you are caring for? What is the first name of the person you are caring for? And what is the last name of the person you are caring for? Also, please provide the date of birth of the person you are caring for. It's worth noting, if you are caring for a child under the age of 16, you will not be asked about their care needs. These questions will be covered as part of your domiciliary care allowance application. You will only be asked to provide a completed CARMED 1 form if caring for someone aged 16 and over. Once you're happy with this, select Save and Continue. Continuing with caring details, you are now asked about the medical form. You're asked, has your doctor completed the CarMed 1 form? Your doctor must have completed the CarMed 1 form to proceed with your application. If you select yes, you can then press save and continue. Caring details, caring circumstances. You are asked, are you currently caring for Max? If you select yes, you can proceed to the next question, or no, you will be asked, when will you begin caring for Max? Do you share the caring responsibilities on a week on, week off basis where someone else is also carer for Max? You can select yes or no. Hours of care. On Mondays, how many hours do you usually spend caring for Max on average? Please state the average hours of care. You can do this for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, each day of the week. Once you're happy with your answer, select Save and Continue. Caring details, living circumstances. You're asked, do you live with Max? You can answer yes or no. If no, you're asked, what is Max's address? How far away does Max live from you? And what communication system links your household with Max's household? For this demo, I'm going to select yes. Next, you're asked, does Max attend a care centre or other care settings? You can select that Max attends during the day. If you select this, you're asked the number of days, the name of the care centre or care setting, and the address. If you select Max stays overnight, you're asked for the number of nights, the name of the care centre or care setting, and the address. If you select Max attends during the day and stays overnight, you're asked the number of days, the number of nights, name of the care centre or setting, and the address. Or you can select Max does not attend a care centre or other care settings. Next, you're asked, is Max currently in hospital or residing in a nursing home? If yes, you're given information that if the person you are caring for is currently in hospital or in a nursing home, you must provide a discharge letter before carer's allowance can be awarded. This can be done via the Manage My Claim option on your account dashboard after submitting your application, and that you can find more information on gov.ie. Once you're happy with your answers, select Save and Continue. We are now on to employment. You're asked, what is your current employment status? You can select employed, self-employed, both employed and self-employed, or not currently employed. With each of these, you will have extra questions to answer. You can pause this video at any stage to read. Are you currently engaged in training or education? Yes or no? Or do you intend to engage in or continue any of the following activities while in receipt of carer's allowance? And you can tick all that apply. If you select employment, you're given a free text box to detail your care arrangements. Same for self-employment, and also to confirm how many hours a week you intend to be engaged in self-employment. For this demonstration, I'm going to say no, I will not be engaging in these activities. So once happy, I'll select Save and Continue. Care needs physical or personal care. You are asked a number of questions on this page. Most questions, if you answer yes, you will have a free text box to give more details, such as details of help and support. You're asked, does Max need help or assistance to eat or drink? Does Max have difficulty washing themselves without help? Does Max have difficulty dressing themselves? Does Max need help using the toilet? Does Max have continence problems such as wetting or soiling? Does Max have hearing or vision difficulties? Does Max have difficulty walking or moving around? In this question, you are given a list of items that you can tick that off which applies. If none of the above apply, you can select this box, and also you do have a free text box here as well. Does Max often require care during the night? Once you're satisfied with your answers, select Save and Continue. Care needs learning, behaviour, memory, or mental health. You're asked, does Max experience challenges communicating with other people? If yes, you're given a free text box to list details of help and support. With all the questions on this page, you are given a free text box to list the information. Does Max have a learning or behavioural disability that affects them day to day? Again, you have a free text box to list details of disability and care. Does Max have a mental health condition? Does Max experience memory loss or have dementia? And does Max experience loss of consciousness? Once you're happy with your answers, select Save and Continue. Care needs additional information. You are asked, does Max have any additional care needs that haven't already been mentioned in this application? If yes, you're given a free text box to list details of any additional care needs. And do you have any other concerns about Max's condition or care needs that you would like to share? If yes, you can list the details of your concern. Once you're ready, select Save and Continue. We are now on to relationships and family. You are asked, do you have any dependent children? If yes, please state the PPS number of your child. If you have more than one child, you can add another child. If you have 3 kids, you can add another one. You're then asked, what is your relationship status? Single, civil partner. If you select civil partner, you're asked for your partner's first name, last name, and PPS number. It's the same for cohabitant. You're asked for the partner's first name, last name, and PPS number. Married, you're asked for the first name, last name, and PPS number. Divorced, former civil partner, separated, surviving civil partner, and widowed. Please select whichever applies to you. And once you're happy, select Save and Continue. Now we're on to finances. You are asked, do you currently receive income from any of the following? And you can choose all that applies. Employment or self-employment, farming, letting of land, rental of a room in a house you live in, maintenance, Irish private pension, foreign private pension, or foreign social welfare payment. Next, you're asked, do you have any of the following in Ireland or internationally? And again, you choose all that applies. You can read this declaration and select to agree that you have read and agreed to the above declaration. Once you're satisfied, select Save and Continue. Depending on how I answered the previous questions will depend on what this page displays. I will have to give details on what I selected previously. So I selected that I was in employment or on an employment scheme. I need to give the company name and my weekly gross earnings in euro. And also, do you make payments towards your private pension? If yes, the weekly amount in euro. Do you pay union membership? If yes, the weekly amount in euro. And if you are a civil servant, do you pay a pension related deduction? And if yes, the weekly amount in euro. You can also add another employment if you need. I also selected that I had current or savings accounts or investments. And I'm asked, which of the following do you have in Ireland or internationally? Bank, credit union, post office, Revolut, N26, approved retirement fund, and any other investment accounts you may have. If I select this, I'm asked to please provide the name of the financial institution or branch you have an account with. Give the IBAN and what is the name of the account holder for this account. Is it a joint account? And please provide the account balance in euro. If I have more than one account, I can add another account here. I'm then asked property sold or transferred. Have you sold or transferred any property or business in the last 3 years? If yes, I'm given a free text box to give details of the sale or the transfer. Once I'm happy with my answers, I select Save and Continue. I am now asked about my partner's finances. Does your partner currently receive income from any of the following? And I can choose all that apply. Does your partner have any of the following in Ireland or internationally? Current or savings account or investments, property not personally occupied by your partner, shares or other income. So for this demonstration, I'm going to select that we have a current or savings account or investment and that my partner is in employment or employment scheme. I'll read the declaration and select that I have read and agreed to the above declaration. Once I'm happy, select Save and Continue. I'm now asked for my partner's finance details. Employment or employment schemes. I need to list their company name and the weekly gross earnings. And also, does your partner make payments towards their private pension? If yes, weekly amount in euro. Does your partner pay a union membership? If yes, weekly amount in euro. And if your partner is a civil servant, do they pay pension related deduction? If yes, the weekly amount in euro. And again, I can add another employment if I need to. I also selected previously that we had a current or a savings account or investments. So I'm asked which of the following does your partner have in Ireland or internationally? If I select bank, credit union, post office, etc., I'm asked for the financial institution and branch name, IBAN or account number, and the name of the account number. Is this a joint account? And the account balance in euro. If I have more than one account, I can add another one. And again, property sold or transferred. Has your partner sold or transferred any property or business in the last 3 years? If yes, please give details of the sale or transfer. Once you're happy with all your answers here, again you can select Save and Continue. We are now onto the document section of the application. You are asked to please upload a photo or a scan of the below documents to support your application. First thing that you need to upload, or you also have the option of posting in this document, but you need to supply the medical form CARMED 1. If you wish, you can drag and drop the document from your desktop or choose File to upload it. If you would prefer, you can post in this document. Because I said I was in employment, I'm asked to supply the employer declaration form as part of your application. Again, you can drag and drop or select Choose File to upload, and you also have the option of posting in this document. You're then asked, would you like to upload any other documents in relation to this claim? If yes, you can drag and drop or choose File to upload. You can pause this video at any stage to review and read all parts of this page. Select Save and Continue when you're happy to proceed. And finally, we are on to payment method. You are asked, which account would you like to be paid into? If you have an existing account registered with us, this will also display here. But if not, you can add a new bank account or add a new post office account. For this demo, I'm going to add a new post office account. Please provide your county, town or area. So you can start typing your location here and it will display the post offices. Select which one applies to you. Once you're happy, you can select here and that's your post office selected. You can then select Save and Continue. Here you can review all the answers you have provided before submitting your application. Please review each section carefully. Once you're happy that the information inputted is accurate, you can scroll down and read the declaration at the bottom. You can then confirm that you have read and agreed to the declaration. And once you're happy, you can submit your application for a decision. Success! This screen confirms that your application has been submitted. You can select Go to My Account, where you will be brought back to your customer dashboard. You can see your Carers Allowance claim card. You can also see that you have one new notification. You can select here or go to your menu and go to Notifications to view it. This is an example of a notification you will receive. It advises you that your Carers Allowance application has been submitted and thanks you for your application. I am then advised that the carer's medical form, the CarMed 1, is missing from my application. In this instance, I selected to post in the form. If you previously uploaded the CarMed 1 form, you will not see this. It is important to note that any form or document you selected to post in is done within 21 days of your application. Here is the postal address to which you can send them to. You can review a copy of your application by selecting View Application. If you have any further queries, please email carersallowance@welfare.ie. This concludes our Carers Allowance instructional video. I hope you found it beneficial and thank you for your time.